So I just saw the newest episode from Daredevil Born Again, Season 2, Episode 5, which was a complete flashback episode, but I'm kinda on board with it. So we pick up with Vanessa in the hospital. Wilson is flipping out and tells Officer Powell to find Bullseye and Daredevil. We also see BB come by and try to get the scoop. And since Daniel is a naive little cuck, he tells what Vanessa's status is. And obviously he doesn't learn his lesson, so of course she goes off and blabs her mouth for the press. Meanwhile, we pick up with Matt and Dex. Matt is trying to find a spot where they can both lay low for a while. They're walking in a tunnel when Dex mentions Foggy, and that is what starts the flashback portion of the episode. We see Matt and Foggy Nelson? This is clearly the old days before they were even Nelson and Murdoch. They both go to this guy named Ray. They're talking about his criminal behavior, and it looks like this guy was working for Fisk. Speaking of Fisk, we see him and I Got Shot 7 times, James Wesley. A pretty cool cameo. I've always wanted to see his character again, especially after that stupid scene in the first Daredevil season where he left a loaded gun in front of a person he was threatening. Anyway, Wesley is talking to Fisk about Ray, but Fisk is more interested in going to see Vanessa. Speaking of Vanessa, we also get a flashback with her talking about displaying the painting that Fisk loves so very much. Anyway, in the present, she's in surgery, and by this time, Daniel has seen the news that BB has reported, so Buck wants Daniel to take a road trip with him. Also, this is Daniel's 50th time dropping the ball, and he's pleading and begging, but to no avail. We end up instead getting a flashback, which I think it's kind of cool because we get to see James Wesley and a really bad wigged Bug interact with each other. Cool since they both work for Fisk. Anyway, Wesley tells Buck to find Ray and to kill him because he knows too much. Then we pick back up in the present with Bullseye and Daredevil. It's a good scene, but Daredevil hears some task force guys coming to the church, so he leaves Dex behind. However, after finishing the flashback in his head, he returns to save Dex and bring him back to the hideout at Josie's bar. Meanwhile, we finish the flashback of what Buck was supposed to be doing and finding that guy, Ray. We then cut back into the future where Buck says Daniel can make things right by either burying the body or cutting it up. The last thing in the episode is Vanessa wakes up. She asks Wilson to tell her a story on how they met. And we get some more flashbacks. Until her heart rate drops. And she dies. Which, wow. They went there. So they kill Vanessa. I don't think they should have done that, but you know what? They're trying to close out the Kingpin arc, so it's whatever. However, what's not whatever is the episode. I actually quite enjoyed it. I like the flashback stuff going on. It kind of brings me back to OG Daredevil, even if it is a skeleton of what it used to be. It's great to see Wesley come back again, especially him now being friends with Buck, and it's always great to see Foggy, which it looks like he actually might be dead. I'm still holding out hope because Season 1 did him mad dirty. He was really good in the episode, actually. As I said, the flashback stuff, it's great. I love seeing Daredevil save Bullseye, and then most likely going to team up later. And, Daniel and Buck continue to be two of my favorite characters in the Born Again series. Even though I called Daniel a cuck earlier, and Buck works for the man.
Can you do me a favour and fuck off?
And who the hell are you?
I'm the one telling you to fuck off. Keep up.
I work for the man.
And it's always great to not see Heather in an episode. However, Mr. Charles is never in the show, and I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but we're 5 episodes in and we still have not seen Jessica Jones, even though she is so heavily marketed in the trailers. Also, Kingpin was kind of a bitch in this episode. I know your wife is dying and all, but pull yourself together, man. Also, BB continues to be my least favorite character in the entire series. I just hate her character. Also, now that we got that picture from Mike Coulter, I think it's pretty obvious that they're adapting the Devil from Cell Block D. With everything we've heard about the next season, like Charlie Cox saying that he had a fight scene where he had no glasses and no suit, and now the confirmation that Mike Coulter gave us with Matt now sporting an orange jumpsuit, it looks to me that Season 2 will end off on the fall of Fisk, but probably in one last-ditch effort, Wilson Fisk will reveal Daredevil's identity as Matt Murdock to the public, and he'll probably be arrested, which will lead the Defenders, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist to try and get him out of prison. I mean, they literally just started filming, which is a little funny, because I think around the same time I was making my Season 1 review, they were filming for Season 2. I thought it was a fun fact. Anyway, that seems to be all of our time for today. Tell me your thoughts and opinions down below. Like if you enjoyed what you just saw. I'll see you in the next episode, but till then, Peace.
Just do it!